Hello, my name is Kendall. Welcome back to another video of mine. If you're new here, hello, my name is Kendall. And today I will be teaching you how to achieve your dream life. Now, this whole process, this whole series is going to be very personalized and it's going to be very interactive. So grab your notebook, grab your journal, get your Google Doc out because I'm going to be having you do some activities throughout this entire series. You can watch these videos out of order, but what I will say is that there are going to be quite a few videos that build upon each other if you are starting from scratch, like you don't know what the heck you're doing. So you can watch them out of order, but it probably is better if you watch them in order. Without any further ado, let's begin. Today's video topic is going to be about what type of life do you want? This goes for many things, such as career that you want, the lifestyle that you want, even the relationships that you want, because all these things are like an ecosystem where they bounce off of each other, and it's going to be important that the things that you choose, for example, your career aligns with your lifestyle and your lifestyle aligns with the type of relationship that you want. Because having your dream life does not just mean having a lot of money, because you can be very wealthy and still be very unhappy. So the goal here is to figure out what type of lifestyle that you want, how do you want to make your money, how do you want to go about all of it to make sure that you have a quality life, not just a life full of money. Now the goal here is still money, so don't forget that. The first thing that you will be doing in order to figure out what you really want in life is to figure out where you are now. This is very important because it will help you figure out that gap in between where you are right now and where you want to be. There are certain areas where there may not be a huge gap. You may actually be way closer than where you think that you are, which is very important for you to be aware of, because then you can make those steps that you need as soon as possible. But at the same time, you could realize that you're actually quite far when it comes to where you want to go. You may be actually going down a route that is taking you in the opposite direction of where you actually want to be. There are very obvious examples that I will say, but there are some that are more subtle. But a good example of like an obvious direction is if you want to marry a certain type of person, but the person who you're dating is not the type of person who you want to marry. Other things could be like the type of life that you want, the type of career that you actually want to pursue is one certain type of career. For example, if you want to be a lawyer, but let's say the schooling that you're doing doesn't quite align with that. Maybe you're in some type of trade school and that's not going to be a direct path down to becoming a lawyer. So there are some obvious things, but there are definitely some more subtle things. So make sure that you take your time to figure out, where are you now? What part of life are you in now? What are you working on? What are you striving towards? What route are you headed down? So then as we are continuing through this video, you will be able to better assess what you need to change in your life in order to better align to where you want to be. Water break. Make sure that you're drinking your water. Oh, you can't even hear me. Make sure that you're drinking your water because health is number one, y'all. I'm not very good at it, but we're on this journey together. Alrighty, tidy. Number 2, how much do you actually want to work? This is important because it changes the things that you choose to do. It affects your path, because maybe what you're wanting to do, for example, going back to the law school example, you may want to go to law school, but law school requires a lot of studying and maybe you just do not want to put in that much effort when it comes to school. So understanding how much effort do you want to put in, how much work do you want to put in, and where are you wanting to put that work in, and where are you not necessarily too keen of putting it in. Because if you are somebody who isn't too fond of school and you want to make a lot of money, well, the route that you may take may be something different, such as starting a business or doing an internship, rather than taking the college route. Along with this, there are indeed certain businesses or certain paths in general that just take a lot of time. They take a lot of work. They take a lot of dedication. And if you are not willing to do that, especially in the areas where you do not get paid initially, like you will work your butt off. You are doing like 80 hours worth of work and not seeing a dime come in initially. If that is something that you have just decided, I don't want to do that, that will also affect your path. Now, the next thing is understanding the long run when it comes to work. So there are certain careers where you put in a lot of work at the beginning and it sustains itself. It sustains itself out where, yes, initially you were working all this time, no pay, tough work, or maybe even if you were getting paid, you're working very long hours. And that's not how it's always going to be though. Like, you're putting in all this work, but later on you won't have to. But there are also careers where it's the opposite, where you are putting in a lot of work initially and you will always be putting in a lot of work. Like, it doesn't maintain itself. It's not self-sustaining. It's not as easy to like outsource certain things. Like, you have to stay on it. You have to continuously put in those long hours. And for you, you may want to have the life where you have a lot of time freedom. You want to be able to spend a lot of time with people, even with relationships. If you're wanting to get married, then you are going to want to have more time to be able to improve and sustain that relationship that you have. And working super late nights can put a lot of strain on that. So understand what you want to do. What type of work are you wanting to do? What are you willing to sacrifice when it comes to the effort that you're going to have to put in towards this career or this path? So keep that in mind and write what you are willing to do and really think about what that actually looks like and how it's going to impact your life. Don't let this scare you. There are definitely a lot of routes where you can figure out how to have it be more self-sustaining and less maintenance, but that is definitely something that you want to really seek to understand how to do, because some people will make it seem like it's super easy and it's super quick and it's barely any work. Get your AI to do it for you, and it's complete bogus. It's complete crap, and it's really just misleading you. So make sure that you do your own research as well so that you can fully understand that. Number 3, what are your burning passions and desires that you want to monetize? There is this common thing that said is like, find what you love to do and learn how to make money from it, which is true. But there's a caveat. There are some things that you just do not want to monetize. There are some things that you just love doing that you may not want to feel forced to make a path for making money in it. Sometimes trying to make money from something can take the joy out of just doing it. There's more pressure. And so understand what it is that you actually want to monetize, a passion that you want to get money from and create a means of making money from. I wouldn't say just to find any passion and slap a business on it. Understand yourself, understand what is sustainable for you, something that isn't going to lead you to having regret or burning out because it's not something that you actually wanted to do on that level. So understand that, figure that out, think about that. This will lead you to a path in the future and a career in the future that will bring you joy. That's a big part of it, is it bringing you happiness. You're not just doing it because you have to, but because you want to. Number 4. This one is a little bit deep. So if you want to answer it, you can. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. But I do think it is of benefit to really understand your heart. This question is, when you reach the end of your life and you look back on your life, everything that you have done, what is something that you feel like you would regret not doing, not accomplishing, not trying, not going for, and something that you would be proud that you went for? You feel like it was completely worth every second, every sweat, all the time, all the hard work, and all the sacrifice. I'm not going to really put too much emphasis on the meaning of this question. I feel like you can interpret that for yourself and use your response as a way of guiding you on what you want to do. But it is something that I do want you to keep in mind. Again, it may feel a little triggering for some people, so if you don't want to answer it, of course, do not. But I do want you to live the very best life that you can. And if this question helps you, pondering on it helps you to better live your life with intentionality and with joy and with purpose, then please consider it and please ponder on it. And 5, create an outline with all the information from this video, with all the things that we covered in this video. Create an outline of where you're going. This will be your GPS. Make sure that it's clear, make sure that it's concise, make sure that you are very, very understanding and knowing of what you will be doing. Now, I do have some videos that kind of go deeper into it. I will link it up here somewhere, but make sure that it is a SMART goal. I talk about this a lot so that you are aware of what it is that you actually want to do, when you want to get it done. Be very specific on the details of this thing in particular, because it will be what's guiding you. Thank you for watching today's video. I really do hope that you enjoyed, and I appreciate you watching this far. Please make sure to take care of yourself. This is your life. You will achieve amazing things. The idea of you not being able to throw that out the window, you can and you will. Make sure to take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, and financially. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.